Hi everyone, welcome back to another podcast video. I truly am enjoying making these videos. I have a other channel, but I don't want to expose it even though I'm not even that popular. I have less than 100 subscribers on that channel. See, it's that thing with struggling to be seen. Literally, I have no profile picture on this channel, and I have no profile picture on my main channel, but that channel is just me vlogging, and I tried expressing how I feel in those videos, but it doesn't cut to the core and doesn't go in depth as I would like it. Versus this channel, I can just keep talking and editing, and you guys will be able to see more of an insight on how I think. On my other channel, the viewers, whoever ends up watching my videos, they still have an insight of who I am, but it's different on this channel. I feel I can just talk and express myself. I believe part of my identity, or the main part of who I am, is how I think. And I find it so intriguing because that's how everyone works. Everyone's identity is rooted back to how they think. And the way they think forms their behavior, and their behavior shows up in the real world, in the reality. I think it kind of goes hand in hand with therapy as well. I'm starting my therapy journey. I've only been 5 times, and I think this will help me immensely. I knew I had some little things that would help me have a better mindset and live a better life, but I just needed some guidance and someone to kind of open my eyes a little bit. And I would say I'm a pretty self-aware person, but having someone there who doesn't know me, but now she's getting to know me. This is like a new pair of eyes that helps you realize certain things about yourself that you necessarily didn't know about yourself. There's people out there who has a good grasp on who they are as a person, but do they really though? Does anyone truly really know who they are and how they are? Now that's a food for thought. As I'm filming this, I uploaded the video, "Where is your line?" And I can't believe I have 1 subscriber. I'm like, are you sure you want to subscribe to me? I'm kind of content with having this channel be on the low key, on the down low for the time being. Right now, this channel is bringing me more joy than my other channel. I love watching vlogs. That's the main thing that I watch on YouTube. I'm 23, and as I'm entering my early 20s, it's a beautiful time, but also a tough time. I understood it when people said it, but now that I'm in it, especially with my mental health nowadays, it really feels like I'm in through the thick of it. I still live with my parents, even though I have a calling and urge to kind of move away. But I think my fear is holding me back from actually making the move. The logical reasons why I'm not making the move is because of my financial standings. I'm still a student. I have a part-time job, but it doesn't pay enough to support myself financially. I want to be financially stable. This is my life, and I can do whatever I want with it. So if I wanted to, I really could move right now with the money that I have in my bank. And it takes courage. It takes bravery. And that's where all the emotions come in, where I'm like, you're not brave enough, you're not courageous enough to do these things. And then I think, is that how I talked to myself all these years growing up? These negative thoughts. It's like it's like I'm shifting to different people, where I'm in the phase where I'm trying to be better, and I can sense a change coming. And this transition phase is a difficult phase to be in. It's like I'm in a limbo. Let's do a quick recap. School started around January. ever since that one class about my management strategy class where he cold calls, and that was a very strong trigger of mine. And then ever since then I started kind of spiraling, overthinking. My mental health was so no, it was bad. And then spring break happened, which was last week, and in the middle of the spring break I started feeling better about where I am in my life and that I'll be okay. And then another aspect is also my friendship aspect, where I sense a change happening around my friendships. I still feel I'm in my hermit era. I love my friends. I'm grateful for them. But I still get the sense that I'm alone. That right now, no one truly really knows me. I don't like how deep that sounded because it's not that deep. But that's how I feel. Yeah. So then I got better during spring break. And school started again, and then I started losing motivation again. I don't want to do any homework. I'm really hard on myself. And I'm struggling to stop being hard on myself. Like, for example, I'm a business major. Like, my workload isn't even that hard. And then I have friends. This is where the comparison comes in. I'm well aware, and yeah, I'm still doing it, y'all. Is that my friends, one of them, my best friend, she has an exam every week. And like, she's doing all these things. She's in the clubs. She's a president of one of the clubs. And I'm like, how are you doing all that and having time to be social? And she's like, she's a busy bee and she's having exams every week. And I'm over here, like, barely having the motivation to complete these assignments. I like watching F1, and there was this one clip. There's this saying that I noticed that they say, and it's keep my head down. I'm going to keep my head down and focus on myself. And that's the mindset I've had this year, the past year actually, trying to keep my head down, always trying to focus back to myself, because the relationship with yourself is so important. I say that, but there's always a but. But we live in a world where we're surrounded by people, or we're connected by our different types of relationships. It's not like I can escape and always keep my head down. I think being surrounded by people is a beautiful thing. And I enjoy knowing that my life, the high key, is insignificant. Like, I like looking at the stars and realizing there's a whole galaxy out there and we're just one spectacle. But then when I look at myself and when I look around, like, this is my life. This is my life and I get to choose to do with it. So yeah, right now I'm just like, fuck school. I'm so over it. Let me graduate. Let me just figure out my life once I'm done. And it's such a contrast from a few months ago. A few people asked me, are you excited to graduate college? And my past response would be like, I'm bittersweet. I'm kind of sad about it because I'm scared for the future. And two, because I enjoy college and the social aspect that it gave me. I believe I grew a mature version of myself. If I take out education out of the equation and just focus on my self-improvement during my college years, that in itself is already worth the college experience to me. Like, I don't even care about, oh, I learned this and this. No, I cared about how I improved as a person. After college, I haven't started applying for jobs yet. I have a few trips I want to go on before I start applying, but idealistically, it's not that I'll have a job right after, like, once I apply. Yeah, I'm gonna like try to figure that out during the summer, but at the same time also go on trips. If I just focus on myself and think about what I truly want to do in this life, all I really want to do is be at peace. I want my loved ones to be healthy. I want to shop. I want to read. I want to bask in nature. I want to be by a beach, lay on the sand. I want to have nice fancy little dinners. And to have that life, I need to figure out how to financially support myself. I wonder how much money I need to live that simple life. All I know is I don't want to be in Texas forever. I have a calling to go out to California. I want to try out living in California, but I'm not there yet, y'all. I'm not there. Okay. But will I ever... Ow, my whole shoulder. Will I ever be there? If not California, then just somewhere with a beach. Like maybe Florida too. Like that's my top 2. I'm so ready for a change in scenery that I keep imagining and thinking about moving. But I'm not at this place in my life where I'm able to easily move like that. It feels like I'm grasping 2 different scenarios or 2 different feelings. I'm holding myself back. I feel that I truly am holding myself back. Life is meant to be lived. That's a line from Bridgerton. Speaking of Bridgerton, I watched the trailer and it seemed very predictable with the Cinderella plot line, and I watched all of part 1 and I liked it. And I liked it enough to go back and watch part 2, and once part 2 hit, it got me hooked. Part 1 I felt was kind of predictable. I was like, okay, I'm enjoying this, I like this. But part 2 was where the plot thickened and it kept me on my toes. But one thing I would say is that the last episode I felt was kind of rushed. I wish they added another episode to kind of make the timeline a little bit more smooth and flow consistent with the plot, versus like so much happening towards the end. I'm like but at the same time, that's probably how they get you. That's how they get you. Right now I'm like, fuck school, but I still care. So I'm still doing my schoolwork. I'm still trying to be a diligent student, even though I don't want to be. Another thing is I'm trying to be more mentally stable. Right now I feel okay, but ever since this year started, it's like back and forth of mental instability, and I have a feeling it's gonna take another few months until I reach mental stillness. I have a feeling that I'm gonna get triggered again because I still haven't figured out my issue or my problem with that management strategy class, and why I feel so experiencing the heebie-jeebies of being called out and being seen and feeling like I need to be perfect. See, that's the reason why it's a good thing I'm in therapy, because I don't know and I need someone to tell me. Before I even had therapy, I relied on my friends as a sense of comfort. It didn't reach the comfort that I wanted. Like, it wasn't that I was viewing them as my therapist, but I was kind of relying on them to make me feel better. And sometimes I didn't feel that way, so then I would leave a bit worse off. I don't think it's just me who's struggling and figuring out who they are and how they are and how it shows up in your friendships. Because it's never about the other person. It's always about you as a person. That's why I always need to come back to myself and being like, why am I doing this? Why am I feeling this way? I'm reading. Now I'm just like talking about whatever. I love this channel. I feel like I can just talk about anything and everything and nothing important on the channel. This is great. I'm reading Consider Me. I keep stopping and continuing on because I'm like, I want to watch YouTube. I love YouTube so much. Anyway, so that's how I've been. I'm struggling, but I'm doing better. I'm kind of in the limbo, and I like talking to y'all. Thank you for watching. Whoever doesn't watch, thank you for not watching, because I don't want anyone to really know about my struggles. Even to a stranger, bro. Doing this already is kind of hard for me, but it's fun. That contradictory, I have like 2 different feelings at the same time. Which one do I do? But thanks for watching, or thanks for not watching. I'll see you guys when I see you guys.